that's why. What's up guys, Josh here with JCS Customs, and in this video I'm going to tell you why I chose the AWE Track Edition Axleback exhaust for my Camaro SS. So do me a favor, if you end up liking this video, go check out the rest of the channel. As you see, I have a ton of videos as well as other AWE Track Edition Axleback videos on the channel. So if you like those, go smash that subscribe button down below as well as the like button. So I'm going to be talking about 3 topics on why I chose the AWE over other brands like Borla, Corsa, MBRP, etc. So number 1, and it's probably the biggest thing for any mod when you're considering different options, is the price point. So if you do a simple Google search for the AWE Track Edition Axleback with the black tips like I have here, as you see popping up on the screen there, you'll see that pretty much everywhere offers them for $995, right below that $1,000 mark, which is awesome. And that's the price that I got them at as well through Fast Tech Performance. You see that popping up there. So when we compare that to other brands like Borla and Corsa and the MBRP. So if we start with Borla, you see it popping up on the screen there, it's right at double the price of the AWE exhaust system. Now, if you want the MPP option, which AWE does not offer that option, so if you do want the MPP functionality and you go through Borla, you'll see that it's even more. And don't even get me started on the carbon fiber tip option popping up. That's like a little over $2,500. That is crazy, just for an Axleback. I have seen people have issues with the carbon fiber tips with the actual carbon fiber peeling on them. So, you know, if you're looking at the exhaust, go check those out before those reviews on that before you pick it up. And if you look at the Corsa options popping up on the screen, you'll see that those are pretty pricey as well. Some of the options not as pricey as the Borla system, but still up there. But something that I actually do like about the Corsa system is the tip shape. They seem to be a little bit sharper on the edges. I'll bring that up again in the next few topics. Now, a system that could compete with AWE price point wise is the MBRP, as you see it popping up there, right above $900, which is pretty good deal. I know a lot of people run that system and it does sound great, don't get me wrong. But in my personal opinion, I do know somebody that has that system locally. And in my opinion, my system is a little bit deeper and has more of a growl to it compared to the MBRP. And when I spent countless hours, days, weeks, and months researching systems, watching videos, hearing some other guys' systems in person, that's something I considered. That's what I wanted. I wanted something deeper, something with a more throatiness to it, and I wanted it loud. And AWE checked all of those boxes for me. And to close this point just really quick, there are other systems that are cheaper out there, like the, I think there's an MRT system. You have Flowmasters that's cheaper than the $995 AWE system here. But in my opinion, I just don't think they have that throatiness that AWE has. Moving into the fun point of the video, which a lot of people like this part of my videos, the sound of the system kind of ties into point 1 I was just talking about. So the AWE is very deep and very throaty. I'm going to throw in multiple sound clips here, like flybys, etc. If you want a loud exhaust, the AWE is the exhaust for you. The Track Edition. I haven't heard in person the Touring Edition. Hopefully soon I will. But the Track Edition is very, very loud. So real quick, I'm going to throw in that montage of videos for you guys so you can hear what this exhaust sounds like. Now we can compare that to some of the sounds of the Borla Attack, which is their loudest system. In my opinion, the AWE is deeper and has more of a rumble to it. So now for point number 3, it's actually the tips for the AWE system. As you see, I got the gloss black tips here. I love these things. I've always been a chrome tip guy, but when I seen this gloss black option, I had to snag it up because I just thought it would tie the car together perfectly, and it does. These tips, each tip is 4.5 inches wide. That is massive. Like if we look at this real quick, I ain't even playing. I can fit my hand up in there. Got it greasy now, but I can fit my hand in that thing. That's how wide each one is. 4.5 inches per tip. Now, when you look at the Borla, and I think Corsa is as well, they're both 4 inches. So it's a little bit smaller. So the actual tip design, it does have a sharp edge to it, which is what I like. If you want to go back on the channel, I had a Borla Attack on my 2019 Camaro RS, which I really liked, but the Borlas have rolled edges on them. And don't get me wrong, it looked good, but I just don't like it as much since I've seen the sharper designs, which is something that Corsa has as well. And I actually think Corsa has a little bit more of a sharper edge to it, but I think the AWE has what people call the Goldilocks effect. It's perfect in every little category. So to sum up the tips here, they're 4.5 inches a piece, which is the biggest option I've seen available. And guys, they look awesome back there, especially if you're riding behind the car and you just see it cruising. Man, it looks so, so good. And I'm a quad kind of guy. I love the quad option compared to the dual tips, but to each his own. So guys, if y'all have any questions, opinions, other exhaust systems to look into, feel free to leave those commented down below. So to sum up this whole video, first we talked about price point. $995 for an Axleback isn't bad when you compare it to the big name brands like Borla, Corsa, and the very popular MBRP, which is a little bit cheaper on the price point there. But that rolls into the second point I talked about, is the sound. Although MBRP sounds great and it's a little bit cheaper, I do think the AWE sounds a little bit better in person. Videos don't do this exhaust justice, guys. So for a little bit more, personally, I would spend it to get the AWE over the MBRP. Rolling into the third reason, the tips. I do think MBRPs are 4-inch tips. These are 4.5. A little bit bigger. They look a little bit better sitting back there. And MBRP does offer the black option though as well. But you want to know what sets AWE apart from the other brands? Considering everything else I've talked about already, you get a freaking sucker with the tip box. I got grape. Come on now. Who else does that? So if this made you have some questions, maybe it influenced you to go get this exhaust, feel free to go check out the rest of the channel to see other videos of this exhaust. And I think you'll like it, guys. When AWE should sponsor me with how many people I've influenced to go get this exhaust. It's crazy the amount of Instagram DMs and comments on my videos I get about this thing. People hit me up and say, hey, I went and bought this exhaust because of you. Cool. AWE, if you're watching. Sending y'all business, man. So yeah, guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, like I mentioned before, please consider going down below and supporting the channel by smashing the like and subscribe button. We are growing very, very fast here. This past 2 months has been crazy, the growth on the channel. So yeah, until next time, guys, appreciate y'all watching. Got a mod video coming next weekend, so stay tuned. Peace out.